Welcome back to CBR Profiles. I'm Pam Minnick. Today we're heading to Springtown, Texas to meet bull rider Colt Munden.
Colt excelled at an early age of riding. When he first started in the steers and in the Pee-wee bulls and stuff like that, he really did well. But he got hurt when he was about 15, and that was a setback for him coming back from that. But it was also a learning part for him because he had to overcome fears of when he came back of being hurt at an early age like that, and it was tough for him.
It bothered me at first, but I was just glad that his dad was there to help him.
We just stuck it out with him and stayed with him. I know there was a lot of times that Colt would go to rodeos, and he wasn't used to bucking off like he did then, and a lot of it he just fought his head. Bull riding is such a big mind game. Some of them will let things mess with their minds and their heads. Even though you try to put it out, it's back there somewhere. Being able to put it out and to face it and go on forward is something that's hard, and I think Coach learned to do that. And when Colt got out of high school, he had an opportunity to go to Brazil. He was wanting to go pro then, but that was a good choice for him to go over there and ride some bulls, and kind of, it just, I think it helped him a lot in his bull riding to go get on those top bulls over there. So
I remember at one time I rode in front of like 65,000 people. It was pretty cool, and they'd bring you to the middle of the arena after you made a good bull ride or whatever and talk about you.
He always calls us after the bull riding, and you'll look at the clock and you'll think, what? It's 10:30 or it's 11. You know, that bull riding should have been over. Why hadn't he called? If he's over there visiting or just seeing somebody's one thing, but when he's over there riding bulls and you don't know if he got hurt, you know, it's something you can't get to him real quick. And it was scary, but I knew it would be a good learning process for him. So, you know, I wanted him to be, and he wanted to go real bad.
I remember one time we were leaving a rodeo at the hotel, and they were asking me to go to another rodeo. It was Berhatos. It's the biggest rodeo over there. I was asked to be in a soap opera over there, and I couldn't go because I had another rodeo to go to, but that'd have been pretty cool, I guess.
When Colt came back, he was, I don't think he went to 2 rodeos and he filled his permit. So he, you know, he was riding really well, and that was toward the end of the PRCA year. So he just waited and bought his card after finals, and then he had a good rookie year.
I think probably the first year I rode bulls was the first year I thought, you know, I could really do this and probably make a living at it, because I was winning and riding good, you know, all the time, and it was something I loved to do. You couldn't wait for the weekends to go do. It wasn't just a hobby to me.
Keep your seat. We'll be back with more CBR Profiles in a minute.
Bull stepped on him real bad, and he was laying down back there, and he was making some awful bad noises, and he was hurting really bad.
How do you throw a birthday party for a bull rider that's too old to play pin the tail on the donkey? Well, Lanny and Sherry Munden figured it out.
The Munden Invitational started out as a birthday party for Colt.
For my birthday, I just wanted to bull riding on my birthday instead of going to Chuck E. Cheese or something, I guess. There was a lot of people here, you know, during it. Just people coming to watch, you know, the deal. We had barbecue, and no cake, though. I didn't get no cake for my birthday that year.
Everybody had such a good time that we thought, well, we'll just put a bull riding on, and the best time we found was right around Thanksgiving weekend, because nobody really had anything to go to.
6 years later now, it's a big deal now, and you know, probably 7 or 8 of the top 15 guys in the PRCA come to it, you know.
Anybody really pretty much has been here. And when they come, they really like it because it's just a backyard deal. It's laid back.
The whole family works hard at it, you know, and riding's really good. We always have really good bulls, and it's just a really neat deal that's probably going to continue to go on, probably till hopefully my kids will keep going on with it. I think a lot of bull riding is just reaction. If you're thinking on a bull, you're going to think too late, and it happens so quick. If you think, I need to get around, you're already on the ground. My bull riding heroes could be my dad, you know. I looked up to him because I thought that was really cool. Of course, you got Lane Frost and you got Tuff Hedeman. And I remember when I first started riding, I used to want to ride like Ty Murray.
And when I had rode before and watched him, you know what to kind of look for, and when he would ride, that if he'd have to get over, because there's a lot of times when I'm on the back of the bucket shoes, I'm riding with him, because if he's going that, I'm throwing that way too. Just, you know, you just get too excited, especially when it's a good bull ride, you know.
Usually, you know, up there rosin in my rope and getting ready, you know, I stretch, get real stretched and get limbered up, you know. And when they run them bulls up, that's when you start getting fired up, you know. And when that gate opens, I tell you what, it's just it goes on reaction after that. That's a bad part of this sport is injuries, is staying healthy. I've had a lot of problems staying healthy myself, and Colt has too. There was a time when we were both on the same ambulance bed in Cleburne, Texas. We had a little youth rodeo there, and I got on a bull, got stepped on, and Colt got stepped on. I was first right before him, then he was next, and then we both ended up over there, and we just looked at each other like, man. I remember the injury, it was really bad. Bull stepped on him real bad, and he was laying down back there, and he was making some awful bad noises, and he was hurting really bad. And he was saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get on, I gotta get on again." And Laney's like, "No, you're not getting on, you gotta go." I was in the hospital for about 4 days. They had to put a tube in my chest and pump my lung back up and everything, and it was pretty scary for me because I'd never seen something like that happen. You know, I've seen people get stepped on, hurt and hooked and mauled, but nothing, you know, nothing like this. And it scared me half to death because, you know, I don't know what I'd do. You know, I was laying there and I was thinking, you know, I was riding really good at the time, and I was thinking, man, I hope, you know, I come back just as strong as I was riding. And sometimes that injury could play with your head when you get back and you not ride as good. Probably in the back of my mind there for a while, and I just had to overcome that. And once I did, then I just started riding good again.
Best friends Colt Munden and Colby Yates have dreamed of being bull riders since they were young kids. And even though their rough stock careers are far from being over, their future plans are in full swing.
And you know, we always said, man, we're gonna have our own rodeo company one day. And I started my practice pen as, you know, a practice pen in my backyard. That's what me and Colby built it for, some place for us to practice, and then it went on to, I have bull ridings at my house now. And
I don't know if it's hereditary, but it was just like me, you know, I wanting to do the ranch work, and you know, there's a lot better money and other things, you know, and stuff, but it's just stuff you enjoy doing. I think it's something that's in you, you know, and I think that's like Colt too, you know. I think it's just something that's part of him. It's not just something to do, it's a way of life.
And when you hear stories about your dad that he rode so good, it makes you really want to ride better and, you know, ride as good. So I don't know if I'll ever amount to what he did, but maybe I'll make him proud someday.
I'm real proud of him this year. He's been hurt several times this year, but he's come back from it, and he's going to these CBR finals, and we're really excited about that. You know, it's different when you rode. I understand now what I put my parents through, and I guess it's just part of paying for your racing.
I'd kind of, you know, like to be known as, you know, maybe if my kids ask if was my dad any count or not, I'd hope for people to think that, you know, I was a good bull rider, and you know, I was known for making good bull rides, and you know, I made a name for myself. You know, I'd like to, when somebody says, you know Colt Munden, yeah, he's that bull rider.
Thanks for joining us on CBR Profiles. Hey, got a question? Check out our website at cbrprofiles.com and send us an email. We would love to hear from you. And we'd like for you to join us next time as we check out another super athlete on CBR Profiles.